Hello my dear students, let's start with a new topic in grammar, that is reported speech. Now, each and every video that I will be posting regarding this topic, reported speech, you have to see it. It is very important as step by step I will be telling you how you will be changing direct to indirect, together known as reported speech. If you missed any step, it will be difficult for you to solve the exercises, okay? So please see the video carefully and step by step, slowly we will be able to do it. So before moving ahead, what is reported speech actually? Reported speech is the combination of direct and indirect speech, right? Now, what is reporting? Okay, that's something you are reporting. Now, it involves three person. Okay, you must have been studying all these things of first person, second person, third person. That we will also be seeing. I will teach you that also again. So just understand first what is reported speech. So it is reporting. Okay, it is reported means reporting something. It has the reporting speech, it has the reporting verb, and there is quotation marks also. Now, what does this quotation mark represent? Okay, so first let's know what is reported speech. So as I am talking to you directly, right? So that is direct speech. Now, what I am saying to you, what you will be saying, copying my words, and you will be telling it to your friend, that will be indirect speech, right? So you are telling my words, but in an indirect way to your friend. So that will be indirect speech. Now, in this conversation of direct and indirect, three persons are involved, that I am the first person, you are the second person, and the one you will be reporting it will be the third person. So it involves a lot of things. You have some charts that you have to follow, how to change. So that we will be seeing as we move ahead in the video. So let's see just a quick example of what is direct speech, right? So you can see I have written here two examples here. Yogesh said, I am studying. Okay. So Yogesh said, I am studying. Now you can see here, Yogesh said something. Yogesh is saying that I am studying. Okay. So this is direct speech. It will always be in quotes. Okay. So you can see it will always be in quotes with a comma here. So this is said to be in direct. So this is how you will identify that this is a direct speech and you have to change it to indirect. Now the second sentence you can see, Yogesh said that he was studying. Now I have removed the quotes. There is no comma. So this is indirect speech. Okay. Now this is not only this much. There is more to it. There are tenses involved in it. There are positive, negative sentences. There are interrogative sentences. So there are so many things that you need to keep in mind while doing reported speech. So you can see these two sentences here. I hope this is clear. That means you just have to remember at this moment that if you see quotes, something is being said and there is a quote, that means it is direct speech. And when the quotes are removed, it is an indirect speech. So you need to know what are the reporting words, what is a reported speech, and what is a reporting speech. So in this you know that the word said is the reporting verb. Now when we talk about this part of the sentence and when we talk about this part of the sentence, so this part of the sentence, this is the reporting speech and this is the reported speech. Now let's see how the changes will be there according to the person, the first person, second person and third person. So we will see some examples with that, and then we will move ahead with the tenses. Now there will be a change in tenses. Always the change will be in the past form. Okay, if it is simple present, it will be changed into simple past. It will be, if it is in present continuous, it will be changed into past continuous. If it is present perfect, it will be changed into past perfect. So all the perfect form, if it is in past, it will be changed to past perfect. It will be past continuous, then it will be past perfect continuous. So that also I will be showing you. That table also I will be giving you, in which you will be able to change the sentences. So just for now, we will just concentrate on what is first person, second person and third person, and what is the change in the sentences that this will bring. Tenses you have already studied in active and passive, but just you have to remember that what is it, only the tense change here will be the past. Whatever is it, even if it is past tense, it will be past perfect. So whatever is a tense, it will be changed into the past form of that. So that also you know that is, am, are, then did, do, does, all these changes will be there. So just concentrate, we will be concentrating on this. The very first thing is the first person, second person and third person. So let's see one example here. So first, before moving ahead, we just see the first person, that is I and we is the first person, and the change, if you will find these in the sentence, the change will be in the, you will see the change in the subject. If you see you, the change will be there in the object. If you see he, she, they or any other name, there will be no change. So let's see one example so that you will be able to understand. She said to Aman, I do not hate you. Now, let's identify from the thing that we have done in active and passive voice also. You all know do and does. What does it represent? It is said to be in present tense, right? Do, does is said to be in present. Now this will change to, if it is simple present, it will change to simple past. Now what will be the simple past of do? Can you tell me what will be the simple past of do? I know that you remember. It's did, right? Okay, so this is the first thing you need to identify. Then not is written here. Now not tell you that it is a negative sentence, right? Not tells that it is a negative sentence. Again. Now what you can see here, the next thing you can see here is you. Yes, you can see you in the sentence. Yes, that means it is the second person talking here. Second person here. So the second person, that means it will be changing according to the object. Okay. Now in the sentence, you know, she said to Aman. Aman is the second person. Right here, you can see Aman is the second person talking here, and Aman. But you must be thinking that in active and passive voice, I have told you that you always remain you. But in the sentence, we have, right? Like we have, if it is my, it will be changed to I, my, myself. All these belong to the same family of words, right? So same way, his, like he becomes her, him, she becomes her. Okay, so here you we are talking to. You is who here? Aman. So let's change. Let's see how it will change. So it will be changed to she. This will be copied as it is. Now, not as it is, but we know that this is the reporting verb. Now, when we write in the reporting verb, you need to remember one thing. Very important thing whenever you are changing direct to indirect speech, that we are talking about two persons here, right? She and Aman. Okay. So the change in the reporting verb will be, it will be changed to told. Okay. But if we are talking only about one person, then the reporting verb will not change. It will be said only. Okay. So here she said, she told who? She told Aman that, now there is no space, so I am going to write here that. Okay, we always put that also. Okay, so she told Aman that. Now let's change the other parts there. What? Now I, as I told you, I is what? I is who in the sentence now. I here represent, here you can see the first person, subject. Now who is the subject here? She is the subject. So I will be changed to she. She told Aman that she will change to the does present will change to past, that is did. Not will be not. Hate you. Now you will be changed to Aman, and Aman is what? It's a male. So what you will write? He. Now he will be changed to him. Did not hate him. So I hope you have understood the change according to the person. So let's do some more sentences. You will be able to understand this. So first we will see this particular changes and then we will move ahead with the tense change. Is again very simple. And then we will see move ahead with the other changes. So let's see another sentence according to the first person, second person and third person change. After this, we will move ahead with another changes that you can see in direct and indirect speech. So let's see the first change here. Now see, Deepak said, I am having tea. Okay, now you will identify according to the person, according to the tense. Okay. Now you can easily identify. I already told you that we will change whatever tense it is, it will be changed to the past form of the tense. So here first of all we can see that I. We can see an I here. That means the I will be changed according to the subject of the sentence. So here the subject is here Deepak, so it will be changed according to Deepak. Okay. Deepak said. Now here only one person is there, so it will be, there will be no told. It will be said only. Okay. Then another thing we will be seeing a change here. Am. That means I am having tea. It's a present continuous tense. So it will be changed to past continuous. So is, am, are will be changing to was and were. Now I is only one, singular. So it will be changed to was. Having will be having tea. So let's change it. So we'll see the change here. Deepak said that. Now that here you will be thinking why we are putting that all the time. That acts as a connector. It connects the two sentences in when we are changing it into indirect speech. So Deepak said that. Now here is Deepak. Now we will change according to Deepak, and Deepak is he. Okay. He was having Deepak said that he was having tea. So we have removed the quotes also and we have changed it to indirect speech. Now I hope you must be clear about the first person, second person and third person. So let's move ahead in this. So you need to remember, again I am telling you, you need to remember this thing. So, okay, so it will be easy for you to change the person, the object and the subject, and if there is no change. So in that way you will be able to change the sentences, the simple things like I, you, my, all these you can change it very easily. I, we, you, he, she, they, all these you will be able to change very easily when you are changing a direct to indirect speech. So let's move ahead with our next thing that we will be doing. The next thing, according to what we will be doing, change. The next change we will see in the direct and indirect speech. So let's see, I have made a table for you. So let's concentrate on this table also. That's there. You can see I have put direct and indirect columns are there. And they are the changes. These are the changes you will be making when you're changing direct to indirect speech in the models. Okay. These are models. You can see can, could, may, might, should, would, ought to. All these are modal verbs, right? So what are the changes in these modal verbs when you will be changing sentences from direct to indirect speech? So let's see this. Can will change to could, may will change to might, must will change to had to, should will be should, might will be might, would will be would, and ought to will be ought to. But you can see here, if in the direct speech it is can, so indirect will be changing to could. If it in the direct speech it is may, it will be changing to might. But if in the direct speech it is might, then in the indirect speech it will not change. There will be no change. It will be might only. So you need to study this table nicely, and whenever there are some certain these changes in the sentence, you need to change according to what is given in the table. So the next I will be giving you the table that is for tenses, okay, and there in your grammar book itself, you have table for tenses change also, and there is changes that are there in certain words. That changes are also given in the book. So I am not going to give you here. We will be doing certain sentences regarding that, but you can see in the book when I am teaching. When you see the video, you can see study those tables that are given in your book, and according to that you can change. So once you go through all the videos, then you will be finding reported speech very easy and you will be able to solve it nicely. So the next rule we will be seeing is that if reporting speech is in future or present tense, there will be no change in the verb. Okay, that means here in the second rule we are talking about no change in the verb. Okay, if the reporting speech, now what is the reporting speech? This is the reporting speech and this part is the reported speech. So what we are saying that if the reporting speech is in present or future tense, okay, that means if it is says or if it is will say, that is future, and says is present tense. So there will be no change in the verb of the reported speech, right? So there will be no change in the verb. So in this we saw that if the reporting verb is in present or future, there will be no change of verb in the reported speech, right? So we will have to see that there is no change in the verb. Now when we talk about no change in the verb, means it can change in its family, like my, myself. Okay, it can change in that way, our, ours, but it cannot change the tense. That means if it is present, it will be present. If it is past, it will be past. So there will be no change in the verb of the tense of the verb. Okay. So let's see this example. Ravi says to me, he is my friend. So how will we change? Ravi. Now instead of says, we can use says and even we can use tell. Ravi tells me that is the connecting verb here. He, now it's he here. So what we will be doing here, is he will be written as he is mine. Now mine. What we will do with mine? He is my. Now he is my friend is written here, right? So we said that in the reporting verb, there will be no change in the verb, right? So he is my whose friend? His friend. Okay. So here we can see that there is a whose friend here, it's written mine. I told you my is again in the family of words, right? So here that also I will be telling you, that I will be giving you a chart also. So in that change, so there is no change in the, when we say there is no change in the verb, right? So let's do some other sentences. Let's see another example here. She says to Aman, I do not hate you. Okay, now we can see there will be no change in the tense if the reporting verb is in present tense. So yes, this is in present tense. So let's see. Here we will copy. She tells to Aman, I do not hate you. Now I told you that when we saw in the first person, second person, third person, what are the changes in the I, we, you, they, she, he. So let's see what we can fit in here. So she, I here is who? I is the family member of which person? Like I is I, myself, all these. But I here is what? Is it the first person? Is it the second person? Or is it the third person? So I is the first person. So what is the change? If there is I and we change the sub. It will be going according to the subject. So here I will be going according to the subject, that is she. Okay. So she, do is the verb here. Now this sentence is in present tense. Do, does is representing present tense, right? So what will be the change here? Now it's a negative sentence also. Do not. Okay. And then you can see there is a you also, where we have done an active passive, that there is no change in the you. But here in the reporting speech, it will change according to the person. So what will be the change here? So she do not, it will not come here. So it will be do. In the same family, it will be changed to does. But when you change it to does, it doesn't mean that the verb is changing. Do and does belong to the same family, right? Like he and her, his and him. So similarly, there is no change in the verb. So do will be changed here to does not hate. Now you is belong to second person, right? That means the change will be in the, it will go according to the object. So the change here will be according to the object. And here, what is the object? Object here is who? Aman. And Aman is he. And the change in the reporting will be, he will be him. So she tells to Aman she does not hate him. So I hope you have understood how the change will be when the reporting speech, future and present. If it is there in future and present, there will be no change in the verb. So I hope you must have understood by the two examples that I have given. So let's move ahead with the next rule.